Secure the bag, yeah, that's the brand, and we get to the.
What's going on, family? It's your man Tay Sweat here once again with another STB Market Watch. Now we've been knocking these out so much so that I'm getting excited about teaching the beginner stuff. I'm noticing a lot of people you're seeing the charts a lot, a lot more clear. And if I can do, for me, it's really gratifying to help people in a big way because stuff that I'm teaching here in this free SCB, pretty much beginner course or mentorship, this is the stuff that can make you profitable because this stuff works on all time frames: weekly, monthly, daily, hourly, 5 minute, 15 minute. These are literally things, the basics that I use, that we use inside of SCB to make money, right? And I'm doing this because I want to show people that, yes, there is stuff that's super basic, super simple, that you don't need to pay anything for, and you can still get it, right? Now, that being said, who am I? Why in the hell would I be teaching this stuff, right? My name is Tay Sweat. I am a stock futures, options, crypto. I mean, anything that has a chart. I'm that trader and I'm the man when it comes to trading. Why? Because I know these charts up, down, left, and right. Like I've been doing this for a while, almost 10 plus, over 10 plus years. And for me, there's nobody who will outstudy me with this. When I tell people to back test, I back test hundreds of years back. I'll take that Dow Jones and I'll go back to 1901 and I will back test it and I will see what was working back then and I'll bring it to present day because if it was working 100 plus years ago, it'll work now. There's nobody who will outstudy and outwork me. That's why I wanted to show you. And that's the reason why I teach for free, right? Because I want, honestly, I want my flowers. I want my flowers. I want my crown. I'm coming for the crown, baby, because I know I'm one of the best. And it's time for people to realize that, right? And then, of course, for people who are like, Tay, I mean, the free stuff is great, but you got to give me some of that next level stuff. I want to work with you. Then that's another level. You can come on in and work with me. But right now, we're just gonna focus on the fundamentals because most people don't have the basic stuff down. So just watch the free videos and just enjoy what I'm giving out, baby. Enjoy the game I'm putting down. All right. So that being said, for those of you all who are new, welcome. I pretty much got my start in penny stocks for most people who are wondering. And the reason why I always say this is because, of course, with penny stocks, these companies are crappy companies. They're going bankrupt or close to it. And you still got to know how to read them charts and trade. So if you can trade successfully and continuously make profits trading companies that are going bankrupt, you, my friend, are really good with technical analysis, right? Versus people who trade Apple that you just know Apple's going up. I mean, it's Apple. When it falls, buy it. That's a very simple strategy with Apple. Hey, Apple just fell today, buy it. Dollar cost average. So for everybody who tells you the dollar cost average, buy it when it falls. These are successful companies. It's the best company on the planet. These are usually people who don't know how to chart, right? Usually. Or it's just easy. It's an easier cop out. Maybe they know how to chart a little bit, but it's like, it's just easy to just buy it every time it falls. It's a successful company. It's not going down much. That's an easy thing, right? And there's no hate against anybody who does that, but I'm just telling you that's the difference when it comes to trading companies that aren't profitable and trading companies that are, right? You get handicapped because it's like, oh, it just never falls that much. Oh my God, the drawdowns are not that much. They're not that big. This is easy. So then you never really sharpen those real tools, those real, those skills that you need to really be good to be able to see when it's going up and down. You never sharpen them because the stock just keeps going up. So it's not really fun to me to trade. And when I say fun, I mean for sharpening my skills. It's not really sharpening my skills when I trade companies like Apple, Microsoft. Those companies just keep going up. I need some companies that are going to go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. First of all, those are good companies to trade because you get really wide ranges. All right. So we're going to talk about trading using EMAs today. I think it's going to help a lot of people. And not only that, this is one of the things that I really, really use, right? It's a really good indicator to use. Some people are going to say, oh, EMAs are lagging. Yeah, whatever. Let me show you how we get down, right? And for the people who are worried about all of the, the charlatans and the, oh, that's a scammer. What I want you to do is take my free shit today. Take my free stuff that I'm going to give you today and back test it and come back and tell me that it worked. Because I know it does. But go back and tell me it worked. Watch, and I'm going to go through it today and show you, but watch how the candlesticks just bounce off the EMAs. And then come back and tell me who's a scammer and who's not. Because what I teach you for free, you can go back and verify my shit. So go back and verify. And let's have some fun. All right, family. So before we get into it, of course, I want to show you this is the ebook. Of course, the ebook is in the free Discord group. I pinned it to the messages in the Discord group. So definitely go into the free Discord and get this ebook if this is something you want to help you kind of like, read along with the videos. So I want to show this because these are a few of the EMAs that you're going to have on your charts, right? And this is what a lot of, especially more like faster traders, they'll put up a 5 EMA, a 10 EMA. Some of them use 13, 20 or 21 is definitely one. 50 EMA and the 200 EMA. These are usually like your most popular EMAs, and many people will have all of them up. Me personally, I like 10, maybe 20 or 13, 50, and 200. Those are my favorite. Okay. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and check out some charts. Let's see how this thing works out. All right, family. So, we're on a chart. I've erased some of the chart just so we can back test it and I kind of show you how it moves and how it responds to EMAs. We're going to do this from scratch. The way you do your EMAs, you come in, okay, you click indicators, you go EMA. We're going to do 4 of them because we're going to do the 10, the 20, the 50, and the 200, right? We're going to go in, okay, click your little wheel. We're going to move that one to the 10, click your wheel. We're going to move this one to the 20. Then I'm going to click style to change the color, right? Here's the wheel. We're going to go 50. And I'm moving fast with this because you have this as a replay. You can watch the replay and, rewatch this stuff, all right? And we have the 200. Okay, and this is how I make my colors. You can make your colors any colors you like. Do what works for your brain. All right. Now, I will tell you that the larger the time frame, the more these EMAs are held. And the reason why you have to, almost watch multiple time frames when it comes to your EMAs is because we may be falling, let's say we're falling here and it's like, oh my God, we're at the 200 EMA and it's already touched it. Are we going to move lower? I mean, we could, but look how it's bouncing and responding to that 200. Why? Because if we go to a daily chart, it's probably, look at that. It's probably touching another EMA there, right? So I have a lot of EMAs here that, I mean, let me just say this. It doesn't work like this, but if one was just to buy support of each EMA, I'm just going to use, so here's a 10, 20, here's the 50, and here's the 200, right? Now, once again, do not trade like this. And once again, I demand that anything that I teach you, you go and paper trade it. You paper trade. Do not put real money with this. Paper trade. And once you have 2 consecutive profitable months paper trading, then I'll leave it up to you and your discretion to decide to add some real money to your trading plan because clearly you have something figured out. All right. So let's continue. But yeah, literally, if you just bought your EMAs, and I'm not telling you to do this once again, but it's just one of those things that they work. Support, 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 support. And this is for more of a longer term trader or a longer, once again, this is not a day trade. This is not for day trading, but I'm just showing you how this can work on larger time frames and showing you how these EMAs are held, right? So if you bought these 4 EMAs, right, on a daily chart, and you say, hey, Tay, I'm more of a swing trader. I'm going to give this thing, I don't know, 4 months, right? Well, let's see what happens in 4 months, right? You didn't even need to get down there. And look at that. Boom. Now, if you bought 1, 2, 3, 4, you would have had a cost basis of, let's see, 41.40, 41.26, 40.90. So I'd say you'd have somewhere around 41.20, right? 41.20 would have been on your cost basis because it didn't get down to this line, which is that's where the EMA was at the time. So 41.20, and literally in, let's say, from May till May. So in 2 weeks, you went from 41.20 to 42.38. And once again, this is not the end all be all. I'm showing you how they use, or how the EMAs are used and held as support and resistance. Once those EMAs started turning under each other, yes, they hold as resistance really well, right? So if they're up, and one of my things I teach my students, if the 10 EMA is above the 20, we are bullish. And what I like to do is go and see all time frames. Look at that. Bullish. The 10 EMA is above the 20. We're bullish. Let's look at the monthly chart. Is the monthly doing the same thing? Uh-oh. Monthly 10 EMA is above the 20. We're bullish. So that's all I need to see. And look at this. Look how it holds as support. So it came down here, support, boom. If you bought that, look at that. A few months later, you were great. You were great. So this is definitely something I like to use. And once again, I don't just use EMAs as support and resistance. Please don't take it to, some people are going to misconstrue what I'm saying. Okay, that's not what this is. However, they are a form of support and resistance, because as you see, it's holding that support and we just keep moving up, right? So we're bullish holding these EMAs, and the wider the EMAs get, usually the more bullish or bearish they are. So what I mean by that is, look at this. Right, so if we come back, look, you get a strong move down, which pulls the 10 EMA below the 20. And from here on out, we are bearish. Even when you get this big move up, no, it's under. That's a fake out. And look at that. Boom, right back down. Look, hit it, fake out, right back down. Hit it, right back down. Like literally, it holds resistance, right? It holds resistance. So you just have to go back and back test and see how many times does it take to hit each one before it's ready to cross. How many times, do I need to wait until I know to buy it and it's ready to go? But look, as soon as it crossed, look, your 10 crossed, your 20, we're bullish again. If you bought here, look, you were golden. You were golden. Look at that. So once again, EMAs are very, very, very helpful, right? And they work on all time frames. Let me erase this here. All right, they work on all time frames. So that being said, boys and girls, looking at the current situation of the ES, which is the S&P 500, our 10 is below our 20. What does that mean, boys and girls? You know what that means. Don't you lie to me. You know what that means. All right. That means we are bearish, but bearish. Okay. So the 1 hour is showing us to be bearish. The 4 hour is not, but look, we're underneath the 20. So got underneath it, held it as resistance. Look at that. Still underneath. So we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this thing wants to play out. But I don't expect it to fall much, because why? Look at this. You got an EMA right here. You got an EMA right here sitting, waiting for you to come touch. Right. So I think it'll touch. And if we do get here, I think we'll go bullish. So for the next maybe a few days, I'm expecting this. So we came up, right? We did a little pullback, move up, move down, move up, move down. What I'm going to expect is maybe a baby move up here, a move down here, right, to support somewhere in here. And it may even go as low as like 42.40. And then I'm going to expect to move on out of here, right? Boom. I'm going to be expecting probably if my Elliott wave tells me anything, right? Because once again, let's just keep this thing simple. Look at this. That's support, or excuse me, that's resistance. Look at this. No, I want this one. Let's see. Look at that. All right. So it looks like we have a move up and then we're moving in between this range. What does that look like, boys and girls? Right? So this thing right here looks like we're going to be making a move out of here sometime soon. If we do get this low, it should bounce off of this, right? So anywhere in this area. So once again, these EMAs help. Are they our end all be all? No, but they help, right? They help a lot. They help a lot because now we can start coming in and drawing different. Look at that support areas. Boom. Right. You got a V right in here, a V right in here. You got the pivot points. Let's see if we go far enough back. We got some more support. So I got two levels of support. I got support right here on this line. I got support right here on this EMA. That just gives you more confluence points. So if I want to buy it right here, I got two confluence points to tell me, that should hold. Support, support, right? That's how this game works. Okay. So that being said, I do expect if it's going to pull back, we're holding some strong buyers right here. So it may just make its way on out of here. But if we can break these buyers, let me show you. We can break these buyers because you got buyers in here. Strong buyers as low as 41, or excuse me, 42.69. So right now it's just holding. Look at that support. So I'm going to need to see it move up here pretty soon. So it should move up. But if it does break underneath this, I don't think it'll stay long. It'll come down, bing, and I think we're back out of there. So that's what I'm seeing. That's what I think is going to happen. Once again, this is holding a very strong support. So we could be making a move out of there. If we hold this support and we don't get down here, if we hold this support, I'm going to expect a move out of here. Hold this as support, this area. Hold this as support. And then I think we're going for like 43.50, something like that. 43.30, 43.50. That's what I'm expecting. Why? Somebody's going to say, why, Tay? Why would you think that? Let's scroll back. I think we're going to test some level of resistance. That level of resistance should be right in here. That's the first one. And we can even see if we got other levels. But yeah, that's your first one, 43.26. Right? 43.26 is your first one, which, like I said, 43.30, 43.26, same old same, but that's what I'm expecting. And then if we can get above 43.26, then I do think we would try to make it to like that 40. We go to the next available resistance. So let's see, next available resistance. Probably have some trouble right here. So 43.30-ish. And if we can get above 43.30-ish, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to see. We might actually get on up here and take out 4,400. It might try to get up to the 43.90. Let me not say 4,400 because somebody will say, Tay, you. So I already know some damn troll or somebody's like, Tay, you said 4,400 and it stopped at 43.90. People are so, I mean, good God. But anyway, this has been another STB Market Watch. This is how we get it. I'm just here to deliver a little something so you can understand that, hey, I am the real deal, right? I am the real deal. I trade for real, right? This is what I do. So that being said, once again, I know it's a lot of people out there who are scamming. I know there are a lot of people that, it's hard to believe. But what I want you to do is take what I taught you today and really in all of the videos I do and back test it and tell me how good it works. All right. And when you start putting it all together, it really becomes amazing. It becomes amazing. All right. Now, I'll be honest with you. A lot of people struggle I don't know why, but they struggle putting it together themselves, like by themselves. Even if I teach it, it's like, hey, I still have a hard time putting it together. It's usually not until I sit down with somebody and point everything out and say, no, this is how you do it. Right. Then that's when they're like, ah. But hopefully I don't have to do that with you all. Hopefully you can just come in, watch the free stuff, and make tons and tons of money. Right. After you back test, do not put any money into anything until you back test and paper trade. All right. So that being said, comment, like, subscribe, do all of that great stuff. And don't forget to share my shit. Why? Because I show so much love. I'm here to show more and more love. I just want some love shown back in return. And the way you can do that is like, comment, subscribe, and definitely share my shit. All right, family, to the next one. This is for Thursday. So I'll see y'all Friday, and that'll be our last one for the week. Other than that, happy trading. I'll talk soon. I'm out.
Secure the bag, yeah, that's the brand, and we get to the bag. These